Welcome. Today we're going to go over neck pain. It plagues a lot of people. We sit all day, we got bad kyphotic posture, our traps elevate, we get this pain and tension in our neck. Today I'm going to hopefully help you mitigate it just a little bit, but again, I recommend go see a physician, go see a massage therapist, a chiropractor, an acupuncturist, go to see another professional who can actually diagnose you and make sure that there's nothing structurally going wrong. I'm just going to help you relieve some of the tight musculature that might be pulling you on you and putting you in bad positions. So enough talking, let's get started. All we're going to need today, lacrosse ball. First thing we're going to do, I want us to lay face up. So we're laying face up on the ground. We're going to take the lacrosse ball and we're going to put it on the middle of our trap. In this area is where we're going to work. So I lay down, I got my weight on it. Now from here, I push my hips up in the air. Okay, good, I got a painful spot. Then I take this arm and I reach all the way back behind my head, getting it close to the ground. I got this in the way here. Let me push that back a little bit. Okay, arm all the way up, all the way down. We're going to take deep breaths. We're going to do this for 30 seconds per side. My hips are up. That's pushing more weight into the ball. Again, if you don't feel a painful spot, just move yourself around. But take deep breaths. If that's too intense, you can just leave your hips on the ground. But just slowly work on getting your arms overhead. And I just want to manipulate the tissue of our upper and middle trap over the lacrosse ball as we're moving our arm. Almost there. You can scoot back down, move it higher up. Again, a lot of the reason we get neck pain is just because there's dysfunction in our upper back in the way we manipulate our shoulder blades through movement, whether that's in the gym, whether that's while we're moving things at home, whether that's how we sleep with our arms around our body. And that dysfunction just leads to tissue chronically getting tight and overworked, other tissue being weak. And because of that, we get the sensation of pain. I have a wonderful massage therapist. His name is Kevin Zay. I recommend everyone go and see him if you're in New York City. He talks a lot about, good, we're finished up there. Next, we're going to work on our upper trap, except we're going to use our hands. Usually I like to do this with a heavier object pressed on our side, but today we're going to use our hands. So I'm going to reset, another timer, 30 seconds. One hand goes across my body. I put my fingers, 2 fingers, on the top of my trap, retract my shoulder blades, and I push down. When I find a spot that's painful, I turn my neck to the left and all the way back. I relocate those 2 fingers to the left and back. Again, all I'm trying to do here is increase fluid dynamics. It's like dehydrated tissue. I'm trying to hydrate the tissue so it can stretch better. Maybe we can get it to relax, stop being so tense. And I'm just applying pressure down in different areas of my trap with my fingers and turning my head. And good, I went over. Same concept. So I have a massage therapist in New York City named Kevin Zay, and he talks about people that come in with neck pain all the time, right? And they want that area massaged, but it's generally not the reason why that tissue needs to be worked on. That tissue, because it's painful, doesn't mean that it's the tight tissue. Usually it's the lengthened, weak tissue. So people get this upper back tension, and it's usually because their pecs and their shoulders are pulling them forward, but they're getting the sensitivity here because that tissue is too lengthened and it's stretched out. Okay, next, we did both sides there. Now I want to try to stretch some of the tissue of our trap that we just provided some of the blood flow to. All we're going to do, take one hand, opposite side of us, push down on that shoulder blade. Retract your shoulder blade. From here, turn my head to the right, and I get a stretch in my neck here. Again, pushing down on that shoulder blade. Then from here, once I find that stretch, I can look down and I get more of a stretch. You can also do this holding on to something. We're just holding this for about 20 seconds. So if you're sitting in a chair and you grab onto the side of your chair and you do this, also extremely effective. Okay, switch sides, push down on this shoulder blade, down and back, turn my head over. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Our phones, our forward head posture these days is just killing us. Looking at our phones all the time like this is just so bad. Modern pillows, all of this stuff is just affecting our necks. Okay, next we're gonna do neck cars. We're almost finished up. We're gonna take our neck through the largest range of motion I can. I'm sitting upright. I'm gonna close my eyes for this and just take a chill moment. I'm gonna tuck my chin down to start. Once I touch my chin to my chest, I then rotate my head to the right. Think of a clock. As much as I can, I then go into extension when I get midway, arch my neck, look up, turn, tuck chin down. Repeat process. I'm going to do 3 reps each direction, taking 5 to 10 seconds each rep. Again, really exaggerating every part of the range of motion. Other way. You might hear a lot of cracks. Deep breaths. You might feel like you lack mobility in one area, and then that might give you a telltale sign of what tissue we need to loosen up. Whew. Guys, and that's it for neck health. I appreciate you being here. Take these little steps, keep doing these things every day. I just want you to think about joint by joint in your body, how we can take care of it. This is some of the things we can do for our neck. There's a ton more things that we can do though. Last but not least, we're going to do some chin tucks. We're going to work on the ability of getting our chin tucked back in. A lot of us, again, we have the forward head posture, rounded forward. We're going to try to work on strengthening some of the tissue in front of us. So we can do this optional with a TheraBand if you want. You don't need to. I'm going to show you how we're going to do it. We're going to do 15 reps. All we're going to do is shoulder blades back and down. You can do the standing. You can do the seated. I'm going to think of taking my chin and pushing it back, and my chin tucks down. Hold, 3, 2, 1, and then I exaggerate it forward. 3, 2, 1. Now it's 2 of 15. If you want to add resistance, TheraBand behind my head, and now I push back against the TheraBand, tuck my chin down, and then I let it get pulled forward, push back against it. We're going to do 15. This looks real funny. I'll tell you what, your significant other or your neighbor peers in through your window in the morning when you're doing this, they're going to wonder. You also sound funny if you try to talk when you're doing this. So I'm going to shut up. Almost there. Again, make sure you're tucking and chin down as well. You might feel this in your upper back. Last 2. And good. In a perfect world, you're not holding this. You'd probably have it on something so you can maintain better shoulder posture instead of, resisting. But again, it's a great way to work on neck health. So again, I hope that provided some blood flow to your neck. I hope your neck feels a little better. And again, you can do some tangible things to relieve some of the tension and pain, and instead of being hopeless and just having to rely on other people to help you out. But still go do that, get your massage, do what you gotta do. Again, thanks for being here, guys. Take care of your body today, and just have a great day and do things you love. Please don't forget to do something you love today, and tell people you know that you love them. If you mean it, tell them that. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Thanks for being here.